It's true. Pokemon Legends Arceus has brought about a very much new era to the Pokemon genre and video games. But what if I were to tell you that they aren't the first ones that thought of these ideas, or they thought of things a little bit too late, I would say, for their games? Hey guys, Lost here. Welcome back to another Minecraft video here on the channel. And today I'm going to do a bunch of comparisons proving to you that all the things that are new releases in Pokemon Legends Arceus have already existed and actually been in a game that we all know and love for a while now. That being Minecraft, specifically the Pixelmon mod. So if you guys do not know what the Pixelmon mod is, it's essentially a mod that adds in Pokemon into Minecraft. You can already kind of see them just throughout this world right here. And I just threw my Arceus out to fight a Bulbasaur. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. But yeah, this isn't meant to be taken completely seriously, guys. This video, I'm just going to sort of explain to you that all the things that you're all freaking out about being in Arceus has been in Pixelmon for the longest time. So just bear with me on this really quickly. We're gonna sort of just go over all the things that I know of, that I've been noticing that's in Arceus that everyone's so happy about, which is a good thing that these are in Pokemon games now, but it has been in Pixelmon forever. So the first thing we're going to talk about is how loud all the Pokemon are. So I'm going to lower my volume to the point where you can't hear them. But the first thing we're going to talk about is the whole crafting of Pokeballs. That has been a thing. That's a thing in Arceus. You can make your own Pokeballs and gather items in your world. Well, in Pixelmon, it works about the same thing. You gotta find apricorns, you get apricorns, you smelt them, you make the disc, you hammer them down to make the lids, and then you make your Pokeballs. And this works for every single type Pokeball, except for the special ones. And the variety of Pokeballs in this game are crazy because you have things like Premier Balls, Park Balls, Cherish Balls, GS Balls, Beast Balls, and everything onward. And for those who don't know, Pixelmon has currently every Pokemon in the entirety of existence except the brand new Hisuian forms that are in the Arceus game. So I already know what you're going to say in the comments, but Austin, that automatically makes Arceus better. Well, Pixelmon's planning on adding in those specific Pokemon very, very soon. Most likely their next update will add in the Hisuian forms. But yeah, so this is what the apricorn tree looks like whenever it's growing, but once it's fully grown, you can harvest them, etc. But we're not going to talk too much about that because, like I said, I'm just talking about everything that's in this game, in this mod, that is in Arceus. So another thing that a lot of people are happy about is that you can finally see Pokemon in your world. You can see them throughout the world, see if they're going to be shiny or not, etc. Well, in Pixelmon, that already was a thing since day one. You can see every single Pokemon in your world. You can see them literally all frolicking around. And here's specifically the Gen 1 starters just kind of roaming right here. And as you can see, they are a thing. They do exist, and you can even see what levels they are on top of them, just like in Arceus. Moving on, the whole idea of alphas. Everyone's been like saying this is great that we have bosses in Pokemon that you can find, catch, etc. Well, you may not be able to catch them in this version, but you can encounter bosses in Pixelmon. There's multiple rarities. They just recently added new rarities, so there's like 10 different rarities of bosses now, and they're based on your level. So if I were to fight this uncommon Ivysaur, you will notice that he is now level 110, and my Arceus, that's level 100, is just kind of chilling. So yeah, you can actually encounter bosses in the Pixelmon world, and they will be always levels above your current Pokemon. So if you're a person like me that likes going towards level 100 Pokemon, you will not be done in your game. There will still be a challenge because all the bosses you encounter will still be level 100 and above. While you may not be able to achieve a level that high, it still presents a challenge for all the trainers out there that like having still a challenge even after reaching level 100. Because in regular Pokemon games, once you're at level 100, nothing can beat you. I haven't seen post-game Arceus gameplay yet, so I'm not entirely sure what's in post-game. However, from what I understand, it's still like a regular Pokemon game. So once you reach level 100 with your team, you're invincible. But not in Pixelmon. You still got a challenge. So yeah. And I'm sure once Pixelmon updates, they might actually allow us to start catching bosses, or they're going to add alphas. Because for those who don't know, Pixelmon essentially adds in every single good thing from Pokemon. All the games, all the anime, all the everything is added into this mod. So that brings us to our next thing. Flying, swimming, and climbing. As you guys know, in Pokemon Arceus and other Pokemon games recently, there's been the whole mounting thing that you can mount certain Pokemon and take them on journeys or whatever. Well, I'm here to tell you that in this beautiful, beautiful mod, you can already do that. Look, you may not be able to tell because he's giant, but I am actually riding on Arceus right now. I can fly, as you can see. It's actually really, really cool. And you can do that with a lot of the Pokemon in this mod. Specifically also being like Charizard, you can fly with riding mounts like on land, like Blastoise you can swim with. Raichu, if you were riding, he would be on land. You can climb things. So this new mechanic in Arceus, again, exists in Pixelmon as well, where you could fly, swim, and whatever. And again, before you're commenting any comments, I'm going to stress this enough. This isn't meant to be taken too seriously. I'm not trying to hate on Arceus. I actually think it is the best Pokemon game that has come out since. But I'm also just letting you guys know, for those that cannot afford maybe a Nintendo Switch, or those who just don't want to pay like $60, $70 for another game, this is a free mod in Minecraft that you can enjoy. Anyway, next up, let's talk about the swarms that exist in Arceus. So, as you guys know, in Arceus, when you go to different locations, you can actually find swarms of Pokemon. This mechanic is similar in Pixelmon, but doesn't fully exist like you would think. Pokemon in Pixelmon exist in biomes. So specific biomes have specific Pokemon. That's why in the outskirts here, you're only seeing like Rattata and like Ferrets and stuff, because I'm currently in a Superfly world, but a Plains biome. So only Plains biome Pokemon can spawn. So if you wanted to encounter, let's say, Pikachu, you would go to wherever that biome is, and you would encounter a bunch of that Pokemon. And like always, the sizes, you can actually tell the different sizes of the Pokemon. Like in Arceus, you can actually physically see that they are different sizes, different genders, etc. I'm not sure why only the male Pikachu is spawning, but both male and female Pokemon do exist in Pixelmon. But yeah, so swarms, not entirely functioning the same. Again, that might change in future Pixelmon versions, but right now it's just kind of, you go to a biome and you encounter the same similar Pokemon. And of course, the chance of finding a shiny is greatly increased, like this statue of the shiny Pikachu I have over top of the spawner. Next up, let's talk about the different trainers, because this is something that a lot of people complain about in Arceus, being there's not a lot of trainer battles, there's not a lot of like customization to that. It's just kind of you're fighting the same 2 or 3 people throughout the whole story. Well, in Pixelmon, you can literally create your own trainers. We have move tutors that can teach your Pokemon. You can trade Pokemon with specific trainers. There's quest people. There is regular NPCs that just kind of chat with you. There's shopkeepers where you can buy the items that you might want. And again, there's another trader. But let's talk about specifically this guy right here. This is Giovanni. I literally have a Giovanni NPC that I've created. If you're wondering how to create NPCs in Pixelmon, let me quickly grab it. So you get this NPC thing, and you can actually edit and create any NPC you would want. So let's say I go into Giovanni's little thing right here. I can literally randomize his team to my heart's content. And if I wanted to specifically like change a Pokemon, I could literally give him, and I'm not kidding, Arceus. There, boom, he now has an Arceus on his team. You can create trainers to the point where you can actually make them literally unbeatable. I can set his boss level to the highest level, which is ultimate, which means his Pokemon will all be level 40 above my own Pokemon. So that means level 140 if he were to fight me. I don't know why his name is Maxi. It's supposed to be Giovanni, but yeah, you can literally decide what items they give, how much money they give you. You can change up their different AI. You can make them more difficult, like advanced AI being the highest difficulty, etc. You can literally create the ultimate boss to fight against in Pokemon, and you literally have full control over what they have if you want to be like that. Or if you want to just do random, you can do that too. Like I said, if I just hit randomize, he's going to have a random team. But if it's someone specific like Giovanni, it's going to be Pokemon that only he would have, according to this game. It likes giving him Genesect. I don't know when Giovanni had a Genesect, but apparently he did it at some point. That's why it's giving it to him. But yeah, really, really cool. I like that it that's a feature in this, that you can create literally your own custom people. You could create Cynthia. You could create all the Elite Four if you want. You could create multiple Elite Fours. Everyone from the original games you could put into Pixelmon. It would just take a minute to make their teams, but you can do it. And for more explanation, or I guess you could say like showcasing of that, you guys can watch my Pixelmon series where I have created custom bosses to fight against and stuff. But enough of all that rambling. Let's move on to the next topic. Raid/dens. Currently in Arceus, there isn't really a raid feature. I guess you could say in the form of the alphas, there is like those bosses, but you can actually encounter the Dynamax raid dens in Pixelmon. There's an active one over here. I'll just fly over to see it. It is a Watchog. But yeah, you can actually fight these if you want. Like if I right click it, it will say literally put Arceus on my team. If I picked start solo, it would actually give me bots to fight with, because you get 4 people to fight against him. Or you can actually like fight online with other people as well if you have friends playing on your Pixelmon world. But yeah, the raid dens can have literally anything from legendaries to mythics to regular Pokemon at random. It's really, really cool. That being said, you're probably asking yourselves, well, can I Mega Evolve? Can I Dynamax? The answer is you can do both. Literally in Pixelmon, we have both Megas and Dynamaxing. The thing that literally all Pokemon games are too scared to have together because they banned Megas for whatever reason way back when. Well, guess what, guys? Now you can literally, in this mod, have both Megas and Dynamax Pokemon or Gigantamax on your team together as one. Sure, you can only use one per battle like the traditional rules, but you can have both, which is amazing and something that the regular Pokemon game will probably never do. Also, we're going to set to daytime again because it's turning nighttime. Next up, we have some brand new unique forms. Something that, again, Pokemon does not rarely do, which is adding cosmetic Pokemon or Pokemon that look different. Well, let me tell you something. In Pixelmon, there is a plethora of new forms. If you guys have watched my mod reviews on this mod, you will know that there is an infinite amount. In every update, they always add new unique forms. So, for example, let's talk about these Eevees right now. This is a character custom-created Eevee. That's sort of like sporting Team Rocket gear. I think it's really cute. Here we have, I think this is the, it's called the Strike Eevee. As you can see, it looks very, very unique. And then over here we have the Spirit Eevee. It's not Shiny Eevee, this is Spirit Eevee. And all these do have shiny forms as well. But I should stress that these do have a very rare chance of spawning in your world. They're about as rare as a shiny, possibly a little bit more common from what I've seen, but you can encounter all these in your world. So completing the Pokedex may be hard enough already, but adding all these forms to your world just makes it even more crazy and fun because not everyone could encounter the same thing. And let me tell you, it's not just Eevee. A bunch of Pokemon have new forms in this mod. So yeah, you could say, well, this isn't traditional Pokemon because of X, Y, Z. Well, this is supposed to be like the ultimate fusion of everything in Pokemon. You might be asking yourselves, Austin, well, were there gyms? Are there towns? Well, let's fly over here really quickly. So as you guys know, there's traditional Minecraft villages in Minecraft, but in Pixelmon, there's things added like the Pokemon Center where you can heal your Pokemon. The NPCs are all different quest givers and trainers and stuff that you can talk to and or battle. We have the Pokemon where you can literally go to the shopkeepers and buy/sell things like such. And then every town, this isn't guaranteed, but can have a gym that you can go into and battle. The Elite Four does not customly spawn yet in Pixelmon. You have to create them if you want, but you can encounter all these gym battles. You can get every single gym badge in existence if I can maybe find it real quick. There they are. So these are all the badges that you can literally get. There is a bunch of them. I'm not sure if it's every badge that's ever existed in Pokemon, but it is about like a good bit of them, and all the trainers can give out the badges. And then there's custom structures you can find in your world, like this ghost cemetery right here. You can literally find all these ghost types here, like Phantom, Shuppet, etc., and much, much more. And the last thing I wanted to state for anyone who's like, well, can I get all my legendaries? Bruh, I literally have a shiny Fire Arceus in my party. Every single legendary Pokemon up until Gen 8 exists in this mod. Mythics too. You can literally get every Pokemon. I don't know if I've said that already or not, but yes, every Pokemon that exists up till this date, not counting the Hisuian Pokemon, are in this mod. And again, next time they update, they most likely will be adding the Hisuian Pokemon as well to the world. So, you guys can debate this in the comment section down below, but I still personally believe this is the ultimate version of Pokemon. I know it's another game, Minecraft. I know it's a mod, so it's not even in the game itself, technically by default. But this is probably the best created Pokemon game up till to date, if you're just counting, like, quantity, if that makes sense. Quality, yes, Arceus is really good. I know Pokemon Sword and Shield, even though it got a little bit of hate at first, I think that's a very good game as well. I've never personally played either, I've just watched gameplay, but for my opinion, being someone that does not want to buy a Switch, someone that does not want to, you know, buy a new Pokemon game every year, this to me is the best thing that you can get. And also, as you can see, our apricorn tree has pretty much grown almost to, yeah, it's blossoming right now, and then you can pick the apricorn. But that is going to do for this video. I just wanted to quickly make a quick comparison video, just talking about all the things that Arceus has compared to things that Pixelmon has had for like 10 years now. That being said, again, no hate on Arceus. It's still a great game, 10 out of 10 game for sure, and hopefully Pixelmon will update to meet Arceus' standards too in the future. But alas, that's going to do it for this video. If you found it informative, if you found it fun, or, you know, interesting at all, consider smashing the like button. commenting down below what you think. Subscribe if you're new, and of course the download link for Arceus, the download link for Pixelmon will be linked in the description. You guys can go to their website and check out all the new things they've added. They just recently added a Christmas feel during Christmas time, but they are currently working on a big update coming out very, very soon. Not entirely sure when. It was supposed to come out by the end of 2021, but it didn't. So I imagine they halted everything. They're going to add in all the Suian forms as well, but that's not confirmed. That's just speculation. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe. Goodbye.